Huawei's Honor line has been known for bringing a lot of value for the money. The Honor 7 Lite, which is just a different model number of Honor 5C, has a lot of features for the price of just around $200 US. This is Linus, stay tuned for the full TechLineHD review. The phone ships with a charger, USB cable, SIM ejector pin, and some paperwork. The Honor 7 Lite has a 5.2 inches 1080p display, which makes the phone quite compact compared to 5.5 inches phones. As for display itself, we have a pretty sharp panel, which has a pretty accurate color reproduction and I would say above average sunlight legibility. An 8 megapixels camera is here for selfies, and right next to it there is an LED notification light. As it has become usual to Huawei phones, there are only on-screen navigation buttons, but you can switch the positions of them. The back of the phone is made of brushed aluminum, which adds a little bit of premium look and feel. As for optics, the Honor 7 Lite has a 13 megapixels shooter and a single LED flash. The fingerprint scanner is accurate and it unlocks your phone straight from the standby mode. In fact, there are quite a few features related to the fingerprint scanner. Just to name a few, you can swipe it up or down to open up the notification shade or scroll through their pictures. The phone sports a great build quality and the tactile buttons, but it uses plastic chassis. I don't have any complaints about that, but the Honor 7 Lite does not feel as premium as metal phones. The loudspeaker, which sits next to the regular micro USB port, is not the best, but it is pretty good for a $200 phone. When it comes to hardware, the Honor 7 Lite sports mid-range level specs. The phone ships with an octa-core high silicon Kirin 650 chip, which has the maximum clock speeds of 2 GHz, 2 GB of RAM, and 16 GB of expandable storage. The 3D gaming performance is pretty good, yet not perfect. You should expect some skipped frames if you play games like Asphalt 8 on the highest graphics. If you set graphics to medium, you can enjoy gaming without any issues. Finally, the phone does not overheat even after 30 minutes of gaming. Speaking of the user interface, the Honor 7 Lite ships with the EMUI 4.1, which is built on top of Android 6.0. We have a typical Huawei's UI we've seen on other devices. There is no app drawer, the icons look cartoonish, but there are so many features and customization options. For example, you can adjust the display settings, customize the navigation bar, use your knuckle to take a screenshot, easily turn on and off convenient one-hand operation mode, or manage your phone with the built-in phone manager. There are plenty of other features, settings, and tweaks so you can make the phone look your own. The UI performs fine on the daily basis. The phone is pretty fast and I didn't have any lags. The camera can take pictures quite fast. We have a bunch of shooting modes to choose from. Just to name a few, there are manual photo and video modes. The daylight images look pretty sharp and there is a decent amount of detail. However, the colors look a little bit oversaturated and there could be a little bit less noise in some of the shots. The low-light camera performance is okay for a $200 phone, but don't expect any stellar results. The photos look grainy and the level of detail is kind of low. So this is a 1080p video test with a Huawei Honor 7 Lite. This is handheld footage. And as always, I'm trying to hold my phone as steady as possible. The 1080p video quality is pretty good for the class of the phone, but the footage could look a little bit sharper. As for selfies, an 8 megapixels camera can take above average looking photos, which will be definitely usable for social media. My biggest complaint would be that there is quite a lot of noise in each and every picture. All the connectivity options work just fine on the Honor 7 Lite. My only complaint would be that the phone does not support 5 GHz Wi-Fi band. The phone has a non-removable 3000 mAh battery that performs pretty well. I could get just below 5 hours of screen on time on a heavy use and over 5 hours of SOT on a lighter use. That should translate to at least 2 days of moderate usage. The Huawei Honor 7 Lite is a pretty solid yet not perfect $200 phone. Sparsely familiar Honor line design and good build quality, a pretty sharp 1080p display, a feature-rich user interface, and the phone is quite fast on a daily basis. Also, the battery life is great. On the other hand, the plastic chassis shows that this is a budget phone after all. Also, the phone's main camera is pretty good, but not the best in class, and the images taken with the selfie camera could have less noise. Finally, there is no 5 GHz Wi-Fi support. Other than that, the Huawei Honor 7 Lite is a good phone for $200 US, but you have to consider if a few shortcomings are important to you or not. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and if you guys have any questions, please drop me a comment down below, and as always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and see you in the next video soon.